So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, we're back today, and we're going to be talking about our next playthrough, okay? So, obviously, I put out that video with Football Life, right? How to install it, get it going. But there are some issues with Football Life. I was having a look at it, going over Reddit and stuff, and first of all, you've got to install all the mods yourself. It's going to take a lot of time. Apparently, a lot of top teams are finishing like down the bottom of the table midway through the season, like Arsenal, Man City, and I don't really want that, right? We want a realistic playthrough here, and if there's going to be problems with it, it's going to make it even more of an issue. So I've decided we're going to do this. Virtua Red V9 mixed in with PogChampions mod, which we're going to go over. So it should be the most in-depth series we've probably done. I'm not going to lie. 500 gig, I think, is how much room this game has taken up, mainly because of all the stadiums, and I need to delete some. But yeah, I wanted to go over that today. We'll show you this very quickly, and then I'm going to go into a copy of PES and kind of just show you, you know, what's happening. The boots, the balls, and all that fun stuff. So here it is, okay? You're going to have... So this is what we're going to get. We're going to get all this fun stuff, pretty much. You can't see that because it's blocked off. There it is. So, you know, we'll have all the bells and whistles like we normally do. Welcome to the what? Why is that there? What's that all about? No thanks. So yeah, you're going to have all the proper scoreboards and all the backgrounds that we've seen many, many times. And the beautiful thing about this mod, folks, is you just go in there and download it all. I did it through the torrent. You know, it was a lot. It probably took over an hour to install this. Like, go away, you know, or go out. Go shopping and then come back, and then the game will probably be done for you. So yeah, we're going to be mixing it up with PogChampion. We'll have all these players. Obviously, we're not going to worry too much about Man United players. We are going to focus on Barcelona. That's the main thing. That's what we're going to be aiming for. PogChampion also, I think he does the tactics. We'll have a look. If you are wondering about installing this thing, this is it right here. I mean, just follow it to a T. Download. There is a lot of parts, 27 of them. And it does say how much. So, you know, you're going to need 150 gig. That's unzipped. Then you're going to need 300 odd for the stadiums. I would go in there and delete the ones you're not worried about, because there is stadiums for every single country. I mean, you've got ones from like New Zealand. I don't even know there was stadiums in New Zealand. Just go and delete them and save up some room. Then you've got your fix-it file. And then, yeah, all the installation stuff is right there. And why I'm looking forward to it, folks, is just the premise of what it offers, right? So, okay, so here it is. What's new, right? So they've got the player stats, the market value, positions, goal celebrations, appearance, and all that fun stuff for a high amount of players. Team strategy, shooters, and squads were reviewed for a lot of the teams. And obviously, we've got all the updated teams. That's what we're here for as well. And we're going to be focusing, as I said, on Barcelona. So we will be in the what's the name? Primera División de España. Updated squads. You've got reorganized legends, renewed the main menu as well. You know, but we're using PogChampion's things. So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff mixed in with this, right? So what does PogChampion's mod do? In case you're wondering, if you're not, skip through the video. But basically it focuses on, you know, the Master League experience, which is what we are playing. And because I've played it so much, you know, I do need something a little bit more fresh than rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. He's put a lot of attention, always figure out ways to improve. In-depth game rebuild is a whole new approach to updating the PES database. Here are the few features. So there's player upgrades, right? The main goal of the player upgrades is to make every player feel like an individual and be more realistic. So, you know, you've got the game style and the performances manually redone from scratch. Multiple sources are used to determine that. Transfers are always up to date with youth team players. That's the main thing for me, is the youth team. Because I would like to start, you know, developing those players and putting them through. And Barcelona have, you know, quite a good selection of youth players. Market values are regularly updated to be more realistic. I did look at that, and what's the name? Lamine Yamal. He's like 250 million euros. So no one's buying him off us. That's madness. I don't know if that's going to be, because I don't think he's worth that much. I think he's worth about 150 now. He's insane. Player potential as well. Make players develop at a faster rate, with certain players having higher ceilings than others. Player positions as well have been adjusted, you know, because remember, you know, when this game came out 4 or 5 years ago, you got players in the game that didn't exist, players that weren't available that are now, players that play different positions to when they used to play, other player settings as well. Formations and tactics get regularly adjusted as well. Club partnerships, captains and set pieces, and yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that's been sort of, you know, added behind the scenes. All right, so that's pretty much that. And the youth system as well, you can't see it at the bottom there, but he said the youth system in Master League includes 32 real youth players. Still need to get some faces, but yeah, we'll go from there. So anyway, let me go into the game. Now you know what we're doing, and yeah, I'll kind of just run through it. We'll head into Master League. We're going to be using, what's his name, Flickety Flick from Barca, so we'll have the proper manager there, because there's a whole bunch of managers that you can use. And yeah, I'll see you in the game. Alright folks, so here we are, as you can see. Now, if you do this, because this is a Patreon, right? It is a Patreon. Okay, I will promote people with the Patreons. You got to do it these days. Nothing's free. But he does have like custom menus, PogChampion and all that. So if you want custom menus, different colors, different players, he'll put that in there for you as well. The choice is yours, really. Or you can just use, you know, Virtua Reds. I went for more of a blue aesthetic because I kind of like the blue themes. So yeah, here we are in the game itself. And yeah, you've got the usual stuff, right? So we'll go over to edit mode. Now, one thing I did notice, without PogChampion's mod included, all the names were pretty much still uppercase. I did quite like the fact that they were lowercase with Football Life, but he's gone in there and I guess he's done that. So as you can see, they're all lowercase, which is nice. For instance, I mean, you know, if we go, I always go Man United. I like to look at Manchester United. So most of the faces are there, not all of them. The younger players, we still need some work, but like Matthijs de Ligt, well, it looks like he's got eyelashes on. Well, we all have eyelashes. I meant mascara. Martinez has got more of the blonde hair. He does need to give me Garnacho, so I'm still working on getting that face put in. There's Yodo, he looks solid enough. Maguire, you got Lindelof, Evans looking older. Luke Shaw, when does he ever show up? Malacia, likewise. Harry Amas, yeah, he needs to get a face in there. Dallo, Mazzari looks good. Look at that, updated him. That's the great thing about these, though, isn't it? It's like this game could be 10 years old. People could have grey hair, different hair, it doesn't really matter. And people will update them and put them in the game, and it will look as normal as ever. Collier, that's not a bad one for him. Mainu could probably do an update with the hair. Ericsson's looking, you know, like Kratos. And then that's Gore. Doesn't really look like Gore. Bruno Fernandes looks all right. Mount, pretty decent. Marcus Rashford looking the part. And yeah, that's Garnacho. So I've spoke to PogChampion. He's going to shoot me over an updated one for that. Ahmad looks good. Højlund looks perfectly fine. Although, got to get rid of his acne as much now because he got that LASIK, didn't he? He got rid of all the acne stuff. Zirks. Wheatley, and then, yeah, the rest of the players. Now, so you've got all of them in there, right? Even looking at Man City. I mean, Edison looks really good. Look at him. Absolute plastered with tattoos. The guy loves them. So, yeah, some better than others. Carson looks great. He looks like your father. He's been around a long time. He's probably my age. No, he's a little bit older than me, I reckon. Ruben Diaz there. Akanji looks the part. So yeah, some faces look really, really good. And then some still need to work. Stones always looks like he is stoned, to be honest. His hair. I don't get footballers that make like 100, 200k a week. And they look like they never go to the barbers. I'd be getting my hair done every week if I had the money. I like to stay fresh. Guardiola looks quite good there with the beard. I would like a beard like that. I'm not going to lie. And there's Lewis. Kyle Walker looking fantastic. Rodri's not bad either. So yeah, as you can see, they're all in there, right? We've got all the leagues, all the fun stuff. So if we were going to be Barcelona, you can see, like, there's all the players. You can see there's a lot. There's a lot more than was in the actual default Virtua Red file that I downloaded. So having those younger players is going to be nice, but I do need a lot more faces. So if you have any faces or anything, gameplay mods as well is something we can try. Let me know in the comments. If you're playing this, that's a really good face, religiously, and you have a good like manual, because you know we like manual. He needs a new face, Balde. Let me know in the comments, because, you know, we're going to do what we can do. So, yeah, we've got all these players. I mean, even Gavi, he needs a face. I don't know why he doesn't have one. It's a bit odd. But don't worry, we'll get all these sorted before we do start the series. Frankie de Jong there as well. Lopez, Olmo with the blonde hair. Torre, Ferran Torres. Fati. Yeah, Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal! That's a classic name. Rafinha, looking the part. Robert Lewandowski. Looking good as well. Lovely name. All right, so as you can see, there's going to be a lot of quality here, a lot of youth players. We'll use that to our advantage. And yeah, fantastic. I don't know if there's more teams added. I mean, look, you've got MLS as well is in there if you wanted to play. So if you wanted someone like Inter Miami, just to show you guys for a little bit of fun. Calendar there in goal. Let's go to the players that we actually know. Can't say I know too many MLS players. I'm sorry. I don't watch it that much. Sailor. Looks like a sailor. Hall. Who's that? Jordi Alba. It's funny how like all the ex-Barca players just said, oh, we're going to go and play with Lionel in Miami. He looks good. See, faces like that look phenomenal. Into the fray. There he is. Not so bright. Boat right. Redondo. Got a long head. Ruiz, Sergio Busquets. Yep, he is an anchor man, and we know that. Gomez. This guy. Sunderland. Where is Mr. Messi? Where are you at, Messi? And then we've got Suarez coming up as well. There he is. Looks the part. Looks perfectly fine. Valencia. Campana. And Luis Suarez. So there we go. Yep, you got the Orlando City. I'm not too far from them, up the road. So yeah, you've got all those teams. The Saudi League as well. Just in case you guys are wondering. So Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be in there. And yeah, I just thought this was the best way to do this, folks. I hate having to download mods and trying to put them in and trying to do this. Oh, there's Laporte, former City man. So yeah, I figure this is the best way. It's a massive file, like 500 gig, as I said, but it would just make things so much easier, and we can just go from there and play the game and enjoy it, and hopefully have a good season. So yeah, there's all the players. There's Tully. I mean, he looks mad good, crazy. You got him, Sadio with the best hairline you'll ever see, and then you've got Wesley Snipes, not quite. Got this guy, Angelo, Yaya, Cristiano. There he is, and you can see he's an 86. So he's not, you know, that's decent. You know, the stats have been adjusted accordingly, right? His pace is 77, 76 now. It's not 90 odd. Still has an obscene amount, obviously, of player skills, and he's 39. Now, the good thing about this, folks, is the Master Leagues have also been updated to the current time of 2024. Right, let me go ahead and show you some boots. I figured I'd do this in different sections, so let's have a look at some boots. Okay, so kind of just going over them. Apparently there's been, they've all been added accordingly to each player. I don't know. I used to remember, know who's got what boots and who's got this boots and that boots. I can't remember anymore. I just can't keep up with it. New boots come out every week. They're all different. So, yeah, you've got all your Adidas or Adidas if you're from the United States of Americano. So you got the Speed Flows. Didn't even know they existed. Got a whole bunch of them. Got the red ones, the Diamond Edge, Predator Edge as well. I used to be a Predator man. I've never really gone for the pink. That looks like a Champions League boot. So, yeah, you've got all those. Got the Freaks. Got the old heel socks. Never was a fan of those either. I was old school, me. I played with the old Pumas back in the day, and then I upgraded to the Adidas Predators. Used to have the grey ones, you know, the Beckham ones? They've got the Copa Scents. That looks like a champion. Yeah, that is a Champions League. Those are pretty cool. So yeah, there's a real nice selection of boots as well. You can see there is a ton of Adidas ones. Copa Scents again. You got the Reds. Right, you got the Mercurials. I also bought these. Once I transitioned from Preds, I did buy the Nikes. Not the sock ones, just the regular CR7 black ones. Because you know me, back in my prime, I gave Ronaldo a run from his money. I wish I was in shape. I look in shape, I'm just not in shape. If a bear came after me, I'd probably just roll down a hill. So there is the Mercurials. Those are quite nice. Which ones do you guys like? You like some, you like Larry boots? I used to be a big fan of Larry ones. You know, I'd always buy the bright blues and the bright yellows or greens. But then as I got older, I kind of liked the more neutral colors of grays, blacks. That's kind of what Puma does, isn't it? Keeps it quite simple. So you've got the Phantom Impulse, the Tempos, Recharge, got the Blueprints. There's the Pumas. Well, those are the Larry ones. Orange. But yeah, now they have all the colors, I guess. This one looks like a Napoleon ice cream. Got the Puma Future. Very nice. Spectra Pack. But yeah, really nice, high quality detail. They all look fantastic. Yeah, so I think 100 is the most you can do. And then you've got Mizuno's. Fire through these. Got the whites. Got the New Balance as well. Got Lottos. There they are. And there we have it. There's all your boots. Magical staff. All right, let me, well, we'll go through some balls. Well, hey, not those balls. Some actual footballs. All right, well, first of all, actually, let's do gloves because we're on the goalkeeper. So, yeah, there are also going to be some real gloves. You've got the Adidas Predators. What's the difference there? Is there a difference? Don't see an absolute difference in that at all. But then you've got the bluer ones. Nice little red and white. I wonder what the technology's like with these gloves nowadays, because, I mean, back in the day they had that finger, you know, where your fingers don't bend. Obviously they're going to have that now, and it's probably better than ever. And you've got the Nike ones. So there's, you know, there's a decent amount. Pink ones, if you fancy, those are quite nice. Do you like some black toned orange? Got the orange and whites. Got the reds. Puma as well. Ultra. Oh, those look real nice. It's more like the quality on them. Very nice details. And you got the Futures. Yeah. Good stuff. More Future. Who's that? Rouge? Rouge? Oh, those look at that. Look at the detail on that. Look at the shine. Ooh. And then they've got Pure Contact. And there we have it. Super Grip. Cells. So 30 different gloves. All right, let me see if I can now look at the balls. All right, folks. So I'm not gonna go through all of them. As you can see, they're in the top right of your screen. This is where Cider is involved, and you just press spacebar and you can go through them. Because I think there is hundreds and hundreds of balls, but there's everything in there. So you've got Adidas. So we're not going to do this all day because we will be here all day. Yeah, Adidas ones there. I don't even know. I can't do this. I will literally be here all day. You've got the old school ones. What else we got? Gliders. Yeah, it's mad. Any ball that you can probably think of is going to be in here. I'm presuming the newer seasons will be added as well, if they're already in there. So yeah, you've got a whole host. There's the, I mean, that's old school. 2013 Europa League. Maybe if you want to play the older times. So yeah, we're still going with Adidas. It's madness. You've got the Nations League, the Super Cup as well. Gliders. You got the arrows. There's the old classics. Remember those? What was that? PES 4, 5? Blimey, that makes me feel old. I actually love that ball. That was probably one of my favorite balls. The old Nike Circles, the Arrow T90s. Fantastic. Look at that one. It's got a smiley face. Alessandro Del Piero ball. Yeah, I could be here all day. You've got a signed All-Star ball. That's pretty cool. Ancient Ruins ball. There's an Argentinian ball in there for you. There's probably a Brazilian one. There it is. So yeah, we're going to fly through. You've got all the Bundesliga in there for you. Miters for the FA Cups, the Carabao Cups. Derby Star as well. More Bundesliga action. Diodora, EA God and Goddess, EA Icons. So yeah, pretty much there's even eFootball balls in there, just so Konami don't feel left out. They put some eFootballs in there. They got an England one as well. We'll get down into the Nikes here. Kipstar. Also got a Man City ball. I'm sure we've got a Man United one. There's a Barcelona ball for you. So yeah, City A right here. That's for the older season. You've got a Tottenham ball to support Tottenham. But yeah, skip through. I'll leave timestamps as always available just in case you guys are wondering. I can't show you every ball, although I am. But I'm just plowing through them at this point. I was going to get to the Nike. So yeah, Nike flights. You got absolute bucket load of them. We've got the Women's League. Got Brazilian there. More flights. Copa America. There is your Premier League. So that's 23, 24. And there it is. 24, 25. Fantastic. Although we're going to be in La Liga, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, every single ball that you could possibly think of is in this game. It's mad. And that's it. I'm not going through all of them now. So you got Pumas and everything else. So hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of balls. I think it's Hawk who does them. Unbelievable job. And finally, this is Cider, right? So within here, as you can see, you've got Goal Song server. You've got the ref servers. Custom Euro and other stuff. You can change the camera as well. Got common cameras, dynamic wide if you want to customize the fan view, the penalty camera, the replay cameras, the stadium cameras. Now the stadiums as well, there's an absolute bucket load of them. Obviously we have added, I said, a stupid amount of stadiums in this game. If you are getting a problem with it being a black screen, by the way, when you are doing these, it means that something's wrong in your map text thing, you know, your map teams.txt. You need to go in there and find out. You might have two of them in there. You might not be syncing them up correct when it comes to the actual links. Make sure they are linked exactly how they are in the folders, otherwise they will just show up as black. Also, make sure you're running NVIDIA on 16 times anti whatever it is, scopic. I can't remember the name. Otherwise, the turf might look a little bit off. But yeah, there's absolutely thousands of them. Look at this. It's nuts. It really is. I never knew there were that many stadiums in the world. Looks like it's on fast forward, but it isn't. But yeah, tons and tons of stadiums. And then they've also, of course, got the scoreboards as well, just to finish off. So once again, absolute bucket load of those. Some of them will have the preview, some of them won't, but most of them do, and it tells you nicely as well. That one's in England, of course. The Sky Bet, Playoffs, Community Shield, FA Cup, the Premier League. And then you'll have the FIFA scoreboards. If you want to go to France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Netherlands. Other ones as well. If you want to do the eFootball one. Portugal, Russia, Saudi Arabian ones, Scottish, and then of course we've got our Spanish one that we will use. Swiss, Turkey, Champions League, Europa League, all that fun stuff. Yeah, it's a pretty big, juicy pack, folks, of content. So there we have it. All right, let me quickly dive into Master League because I just want to show you how it's going to look once we run it off. Oh no, you know what? Before we do that, because I did want to just dive into it. I didn't want to show you everything, but I will show you that. Say we do pick, for instance, Barca, right? All the managers. So there are some fake ones, of course, that you still want to use. It's up to you. Like these are all the generic ones that came with the game initially. But as we scroll down after Hedges and Arcil. There we go. We've got the likes of Jurgen. Bring him back. Tuchel with his hat. Comedy gold. You've got Nailsman, of course. Hansi Flick. That's who we're going to pick because he is the manager of Barcelona. I'd have to come up with an accent. I do miss Ten Hag's accent. I am the team. I know you guys don't because you're like, Ricky, you sound like a twat. Yes, I do. But it's for a bit of fun. Roger Schmidt, Daniel Fark, hey, Farke, Ralph Ranić. But yeah, I'm not going to go through all these. There's a ton. Joachim Low, always got the hands down the pants. Ooh, he cracks me up. Matthias Ancelotti. Yes, I am Carlos Ancelotti. I like to say hello. Antonio Conte. Pioli there. Allegri. Inzaghi. Where is... There's got to be... what's the name? Maresca's in there. What's his name? Ten Hag. Just for some fun. You got Pep. You got good evening. Yes, good evening. You got the Lego man, Mikel Arteta, Xavi, of course, and Xavi Alonso, brother and brother. Benitez. What a legend. All right, where is he? Come on. We've got Fabregas. I'm getting distracted now by other people. Simeone, Scaloni, Pochettino. Of course, he's now gone to the US of A. Can he do the business as the national manager? Carlitos Tevez. Very nice. Pablo Aimar. Diego Maradona. Wasn't he in it already? And there's Jose, the special one. Oh, so we've got him. Amorim. There you go. He's already in the game. We could start a brand new one with Man United. No, I probably would if I wasn't doing one. Yes, I'm the part of the team. Yeah, it doesn't look that great, to be fair. Could look better. But anyway, lots and lots of managers. Robin Van Persie's in there as well. Ruud Gullit, Louis van Gaal, Johan. Have we got... There has to be Sir Alex. We've got Arsene Wenger in there with Cantona. Eddie Howe, Sean Dyche. Talking like that, mate. Go on, governor. Graham Potter, Michael, Stevie G, Frankie Lampy, Wayne Rooney, always looking like he's had too many puddings, but you can never question his quality at United. David Beckham, of course. Who's that? Titty? Carlos. We've got Ronaldo, the big Ronaldo, with the smaller Ronaldinho. Romario. Where is Sir Alex Ferguson? Oh, there he is. Finally. God, I was going to say, you've got to have him in there. Classic. David Moyes as well. Nuri Sahin as well, of course, from Dortmund. But yeah, there's an absolute ton of them. 150 managers to choose from. Mad. Alright folks, so now we're in the actual Master League. So this is what it's going to look like. Probably need to fix the official partners and get that legit. But I do like the background, the logos. It's all looking very nice. And yeah, there is Mr. Flick himself. There he is. We put him in the team. I'll try and get, you know, the proper crests and badges and sports kits that we normally get when it comes to the managers before we get this going. So yeah, if we have a look, like for instance, what are we going to go to here? My team? I mean, like the youth players, right? There's a good amount of them. So some of them are going to have like proper faces and some won't. But this is the thing that we can do this time. Like he's got a real face. You can tell. Like there's a difference between that and that. But yeah, there's not, the names aren't ridiculous as well. So the names make more logical sense because if you've ever seen the youth players in Master League, they are all over the shop. Vatsberg there. But yeah, we'll go in here and we will try to maybe find, you know, an absolute monster that we can try and develop over time. But yeah, there's a lot, as you say, a lot of youth players in here. I thought that was El Sharari. El Shiwi. Martins. So these are more real faces down here. Eng. Popa. Mazza. He's a goalie. So yeah. That's those. And then regarding, for instance, like our players. This is what I was talking about, the values of some of these players, right? So, for instance, yeah. Lamine Yamal is valued at 230 million euros. With a release fee of 280 million. It's madness. I don't know if that's going to be changed. But it makes more sense. Like, Rafinha's probably going to be higher than that with the way he's playing. Pedri's about 80 million. I mean, Lewandowski's only 15 odd. But you got to remember, all these players now are the right age. So, Lewandowski's 36. See, Yamal's only 17. So yeah, they've factored all that in there as well. Gavi's like 120 million odd. Ansu Fati's gone down a bit, hasn't he? Ferran Torres. So yeah, all the values have been adjusted as well. And yeah, pretty much that's it. There's not really too much to talk about within the context of Master League until we actually get things going. And then we can, you know, go over it some more. Don't use. And also, the fluid formation should be set up for a lot of these teams. That's another important thing to get them playing a little bit differently. That's why if you have any gameplay mods that you are currently using, and maybe you've used them with Virtua Red before, let me know in the comments. I do go through, I do read them, and if we can find a good mod, we'll go in there and we'll use it, and yeah, we'll have a bit of fun. But yeah, there's the team itself. And yeah, we can always add, we can add more mods if we need, but this is the basis of what Virtua Red is, mixed in with the Champions mod, just to give it a little bit more, you know, longevity and all that. And I did put this as low budget to start with, by the way. So as you can see, our salary or our transfer budget is 116 million euro. We still have a lot of money in the bank. But that's me doing it as low. And as you can see, the date is 7/26 of 24, which is the 26th of July, because we're in America over here. Yeah, I've got to get used to that. Month first, then day, and then year, not the other way around. But yeah, it starts off in a much better place, and then pretty much when you have a look at the schedule, kicks off with the Supercopa. That's a belter. Real Madrid, Barcelona, first match, and then Deportivo, and then we move on from there. Yeah, so it should be a good bit of fun. I'm just waiting for this to be compatible with the newest update. This isn't really 100% compatible yet. PogChampion did send it to me, said, here, give it a test, give it a bash. But yeah, once that's been done, we'll dive into it. We'll have some fun, we'll enjoy some gameplay, and we'll go from there. So anyway, that's a rundown of pretty much what the mod does. And, you know, I showed you the balls, the kits, although I didn't really show you the kits, actually. All right, folks, I did decide to show you the kits. I've moved myself up here so we can look at him down there. But basically, look, as you can see with the spacebar right above me, you got to press the spacebar, then you got to go to the kserve.lua, all right? And from there, you're pretty much, I'm doing this within Master League, by the way, in the edit squad. You press number 6 on the old keyboard, and look at that. Simple as that. You've got 1, 2, 3 kits there for the goalies. There's another one, that's 4. And there's 5. So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of kits available. And then, for instance, players as well, it's the same thing. So you're going to press 6. Going to transition to the next kit. Then you've got the other kit. There's another one there as well. And it's pretty much as simple as that. There's also a net server, which is interesting. We'll have to see about that. We've done the ball server. And finally, the only other thing was regarding the badges. There is actually a sleeve badge server, which has been added. And I guess that will change accordingly to the competitions you're playing. So anyway, that's how you do it, folks. That's how you change the Kittly kits. And that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Leave your comments as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.